Are angels and demons metaphors, or do they have a deeper reality? Most people don't arrive at this question from peace. They arrive from the wreckage of something that was supposed to work. The tension lies in whether these entities are metaphors or real manifestations, and this video will explore the bind between these two truths. Gnosticism, an ancient tradition, speaks of archons, entities that govern the material world and can be seen as manifestations of angels and demons. These entities are not just metaphors but are believed to influence human consciousness. Gnostics see them as part of a complex spiritual hierarchy, where they can both aid and hinder enlightenment. This perspective aligns with modern interpretations that see these entities as psychological forces, but it differs in its emphasis on their interdimensional nature and their role in the cosmic drama. For instance, the Valentinian tradition within Gnosticism describes archons as fallen beings who seek to maintain control over human souls, illustrating the psychological mechanism of projection, where these entities embody the shadow aspects of the human psyche. The mind resists the idea of archons because it challenges the notion of free will and personal agency. The paradox lies in accepting that these entities can influence our consciousness without negating our ability to choose. This tension arises because the human mind struggles to reconcile the idea of external forces with the belief in personal autonomy. The resistance stems from the fear of losing control and the need to maintain a sense of self-determination. In Gnostic tradition, archons are seen as cosmic beings that can affect human consciousness, yet this does not diminish the individual's capacity for choice. This perspective mirrors the psychological mechanism known as locus of control, where individuals maintain a sense of internal control despite external influences. For instance, one might feel drawn to a particular decision, sensing an external pull, yet ultimately choosing a different path, thereby asserting their autonomy. This balance between influence and choice is a delicate dance, reflecting the deeper layers of our psychological and spiritual landscapes. Access to enlightenment and the understanding of archons has historically been a privilege of the elite. Those with material safety and cultural context have had the luxury to pursue these insights. Historically, the path to enlightenment was often reserved for the wealthy and educated, who could afford the time and resources to study and practice. This exclusivity has led to a power dynamic, where those with access to these insights have often wielded them to maintain their status. The cost of this path is not just material, but also social, as it requires a detachment from the mundane concerns of daily life. During the medieval period, the Church suppressed Gnostic teachings and the concept of archons, seeing them as heretical. This suppression was not just about religious doctrine, but also about maintaining power and control. The Church institutionalized a version of Christianity that aligned with its political and social interests, marginalizing alternative spiritual paths. This reveals the structural relationship between power and spiritual knowledge, where those in power seek to control and co-opt spiritual insights to maintain their authority. The suppression of Gnostic texts, such as the Nag Hammadi library, underscores how deeply intertwined spiritual and political power can be. This control mechanism operates through what psychologists call power assertion, where those in authority use their position to suppress dissenting voices and maintain their dominance. Living the insight of archons in a concrete moment might look like a person pausing in a crowded marketplace, feeling a sudden sense of clarity amidst the chaos. They might notice a subtle shift in their perception, where the noise of the crowd becomes a symphony of individual voices, each with its own story and purpose. In this moment, the person recognizes the influence of archons not as an external force, but as a part of their own consciousness, guiding them towards a deeper understanding of their own role in the cosmic drama. This experience, akin to the Gnostic practice of recognizing divine sparks within the mundane, allows one to see beyond the surface, connecting with a profound sense of interconnectedness. How do we navigate the tension between personal agency and the influence of archons?